Today we're going to talk about principal stops on the organ. Principals are the foundational sound of the instrument. A lot of organ ranks seek to imitate other instruments. We have flute stops, we have oboes, we have trumpets, we have violas. Principals are unique to the organ. They're not trying to imitate any other instrument, and they tend to be the sound that you think of when you think of an organ. And our organ has a number of principal stops. Today I'm going to talk about the 8-foot and the 4-foot that are found on the grate. When I'm talking about 8-foot or 4-foot, what I'm talking about is the length of the very lowest pipe of each rank. So when I say the 8-foot principal, I'm talking about the rank whose lowest note, so all the way at the bottom of the keyboard, that pipe is literally 8 feet long. As we go higher in the rank, of course, the pipes are going to get shorter as the pitch gets higher. And same thing with the 4-foot. So the lowest pipe on the 4-foot rank is going to be 4 feet long. On the organ, that's one way that we layer sounds. So we'll combine pipes of different lengths in order to add octaves. So for example, if you think about playing the piano, if I want a note that's an octave above the note that I'm playing, I literally have to stretch my hand and play an octave above. On the organ, I can stay on that same note and pull a 4-foot. If I'm on an 8-foot principal, I can pull the 4-foot principal, and now I'm hearing pipes that are both at my main octave and at the octave above. So now, let me just tell you a little bit about our principals that we're talking about today. The 8-foot principal on the grate, I'm looking at some of them that are in our facade. Those ones have spotted metal. They're extremely beautiful to look at. The pipes for our 8-foot principal are predominantly made out of lead. And lead gives this rich, elegant sound that you just want to sing to. Often, it's not 100% lead. I don't remember the exact percentage. I think the other metal is tin, which gives a little bit of brightness to the sound. But all metal pipes have some combination of lead, tin, or other metals. And depending on the sound that you're aiming for, the pipe maker is aiming for, more of one type of metal will give different types of sounds. So when we have a lot of lead, it gives you this really rich, pure tone that doesn't have a lot of like upper harmonics. Okay, so you're mostly hearing just the pitch. When I demonstrate, I'm going to play one of the hymns that we'll be singing this Sunday. Entirely on the 8-foot principal, so you can hear the quality of that sound. On the second verse of the hymn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the 8-foot principal. Now, on our instrument, our 8-foot principal is quite a bit smaller in terms of the volume, and I'm going to play the same hymn but down an octave. So it'll be speaking at the 8-foot pitch, but it'll be a different stop. It'll be the 4-foot stop, so that you can hear how the 8-foot principal versus the 4-foot principal, they're really quite different from each other. Our 8-foot is huge. It's not huge. It's big and round and very present, and the 4-foot principal is a little bit smaller. For the third verse of the hymn, I'm going to layer them on top of each other. So you're going to hear the 8-foot foundation with the 4-foot, sprinkled on top, and you can hear how beautifully they blend together.